Welcome to my video on the Book of Eli. Today we're going to share with you some interesting facts as well as an involving review of this 2024 movie featuring Denzel Washington, Gary Oldman and Mila Kunis. Prepare yourself for a comprehensive look at the film's plot, themes and production details. So let's get into it. Plot summary. The Book of Eli by Albert Hughes and Alan Hughes is set in a post-apocalyptic world 30 years after America has been reduced to ruins by a catastrophic event. The sky has been torn apart and the earth has become a wasteland where survival is a struggle every day. The leading character, named Eli, played by Denzel Washington, is on a quest to take the only remaining Bible believed to be sacred from one place to another on West Coast, which was safe. Along the way, he must navigate scavengers and brutal gangs in order to avoid death. While moving around, Eli finds Carnegie, who is like an autocrat over his small town. He is acted by Gary Oldman, who believes that control could be established to having hold onto this book. But during his journey, he meets Solara, played by Mila Kunis, who becomes his partner. Unique facts and behind-the-scenes details. Denzel Washington's preparation. For this role, Denzel Washington underwent extensive physical training. To master fight scenes, he trained with Bruce Lee's protege Danny Santo. The viewers can notice the commitment of Washington even just through watching the strikingly choreographed fight sequences within the film. Visual style. Starring Denzel Washington and directed by Albert Hughes Alan Hughes, the Book of Eli boasts its own unique visual style which accurately captures the bleakness and desolation of its world. They employed wide-angle shots and a muted color palette to create an immersive post-apocalyptic atmosphere. The cinematography of the movie has been hailed due to its stunning use of light and shadow as well as striking visuals. Religious themes. Deep religious themes are explored in the film. Eli's mission is centered on a Bible that he feels obliged to protect given the circumstances surrounding its existence. This theme is interwoven throughout the story, thus making the viewer think about faith's power and impact. The picture also delves into how literature can transform people's lives, thus underlining literacy's importance within societies that cherish knowledge. Casting choices. In addition, Gary Oldman, who played Carnegie, brought more depth to his character as the main antagonist. Unlike Eli, who does this out of selflessness, his character selfishly wants to control people, losing it. Oldman delivers an intense performance which is filled with many layers, thereby acting as a foil against Eli's persona. Filming locations. It was mainly filmed in New Mexico, USA. New Mexico's harsh and desolate landscape suited the film's post-apocalyptic environment perfectly well too. This decision regarding locations contributed towards building up authenticity of this film through immersing audiences even further into it. Themes and symbolism. The Book of Eli is concerned with several deep themes that include faith and redemption. His unflinching faith in God impels him to go through hell, just for preserving Bible alone at any cost, hence saving human beings from moral decadence or dilemmas associated with lack of faith in God. Therefore, Eli faith becomes guiding light which helps him survive dangers within the wasteland. Knowledge and power. The film underscores the significance of literacy and preservation of knowledge. Sacred books serve as a symbol for literature's transformative power. It shows how it builds societies. Carnegie wants to control the book, which is why knowledge can be used both to enlighten people and manipulate them. Survival and sacrifice. The encounters that Eli has highlight the realities of surviving in a dystopian society. His readiness to give up his life for others underlines the theme of selflessness. It presents how survival comes with hard choices that may require one to uphold their principles in desperate circumstances. Moral ambiguity. Moral dilemmas constantly challenge beliefs and values of characters in this movie. This is a very huge moment when Eli decides to save Solara even at the cost of losing his only copy of this sacred book from this day. The audience understands that human morality is so complex. However, Carnegie, who ruthlessly pursues Eli as he tries to protect the book, presents an element of dichotomy between good and bad characteristics displayed by humans. Character analysis. Eli Denzel Washington. Faith-driven with a sense of duty. Eli is a complex character. This intense spiritual commitment accompanies his physical strength as well as martial arts expertise. Therefore, throughout the whole film, Eli's actions demonstrate his dedication towards protecting it, thus defending its existence at all costs. Redemption and purpose drive him not only through physical journey but also through spiritual quest. Carnegie Gary Oldman. Carnegie acts as a calculatingly ruthless antagonist whose thirst for dominance fuels most conflicts within this film. In contrast to enlightenment, he uses knowledge and religion for control purposes. Gary Oldman's portrayal of Carnegie therefore gives him a sense of depth and a chilling and unforgettable bad guy. Solara Mila Kunis. Starting as a helpless girl, Solara grows into an audacious and determined comrade. Her journey with Eli gives her faith and courage. As such, Kunis' performance makes Solara an invaluable part of the emotional center of the film as well as important to Eli's journey. Critical reception and impact. The Book of Eli was met by mixed reviews from critics. The strong acting and visuals were praised by some while others criticized lack of depth in the story. Nevertheless, it has since become a cult favorite over time. The movie combines awesome action scenes with thought-provoking storylines to create an unusual mix of action, drama, and post-apocalyptic tale-telling. By focusing on intrigue and curiosity in its marketing campaign, the film managed to attract audiences to theaters. Over years, however, it has been noticed for its deeper themes and strong character portrayals. It will hence remain memorable due to its good writing plus performances that are full-bodied. Production insights. Script development. Scriptwriter for the Book of Eli is Gary Whitta, who had also never sold any piece before in his life. However, he did combine interesting thoughts with actions effectively here. Throughout his script, which is punctuated with intense action sequences but allows moments when everything goes quiet for reflection so that we quickly understand people's motives. Direction and style. This movie was directed by Albert Hughes and Alan Hughes, known as the Hughes brothers. They brought their own unique style to the films they made. Theirs is a visual style that is more atmospheric in nature. The directors achieved this by combining traditional Western film techniques with modern cinematography, creating a visually captivating world for viewers. It goes above the usual post-apocalyptic stuff. Music and sound. The Book of Eli has an airy soundtrack composed by Atticus Ross and Leopold Ross which complements its narrative. It fits well with the themes of the film and makes it a great viewing experience. Being both beautiful and spooky at the same time just reflects exactly how this film feels. Memorable scenes and quotes. Opening scene. This scene begins with Eli hunting for food in barren land, thereby illustrating how deserted his surroundings are as well as giving us an idea about his survival skills. Desolate wasteland and quiet intensity draw them into story at once. Eli's prayer. Another moment to remember is when Eli teaches Solara how to pray. This small gesture helps develop their characters' relationship further while stressing importance of spiritual connections even in darkest times. Final revelation. In fact, during film's climax we learn that Eli is blind but can recite Bible word for word. With this plot twist there comes much complexity regarding his personality, rather focusing on inner strength among other things faith stands for. The revelation proves that until now his unwavering belief in God remains intact. Final thoughts. The Book of Eli is more than just an action film. It's a story about faith, survival, and the resilience of the human spirit. Acting by Denzel Washington and Gary Oldman is great, and its scenery, costumes, themes are deep. We hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at the Book of Eli. Don't forget to like and subscribe, plus hit that bell to get notified about new movie reviews and facts.